Do you ever feel bored writing in English? Does it seem like a school task that no one wants to do? Today, you will discover how writing can be your best friend to master English. Hi, I'm Sam. Today, I want to talk about something not many people like to do, writing in English. It can seem boring, like a school task, but I promise it is very important to learn the language well. Let me tell you why. When I was a student, I hated writing in English. It felt like a chore. I thought, why do I need to write in English? I can just speak and listen. But my teacher told me that writing is very important. She said, writing helps you think in English and improve your skills. I didn't believe her at first, but then I decided to give it a try. These are the 6 secrets my teacher told me about how writing can improve my English. Number 1, grammar and sentence structure. Number 2, improve your memory. Number 3, learn vocabulary more easily. Number 4, improve your spelling. Number 5, better communication skills. Number 6, better cognitive skills. Now, let me explain each one in more detail. Let's start with grammar and sentence structure. When I began learning English, it was difficult for me to form correct sentences when I spoke. I felt frustrated because I didn't know how to improve. One day, I decided to start writing. I wrote simple sentences first, then longer ones. I realized that writing helped me practice grammar and sentence structure. It is like exercise for your brain. Writing gives you the chance to review grammar rules and make sure your sentences are correct. For example, I would write a sentence like, I am going to the store. Then, I would check if the grammar was correct. Over time, I started to write more complex sentences like, I am going to the store because I need to buy some food. Has this happened to you? When you write, you can see your mistakes and correct them. This helps you learn faster. Writing is a great way to practice grammar without feeling too much pressure. Next, let's talk about memory. Did you know you remember grammar and vocabulary better if you write them down? I found this out by accident. By writing sentences again and again, I could remember what I was learning better. For example, if I learned a new word like beautiful, I would write it in many sentences. The flower is beautiful. She has a beautiful smile. The sunset is beautiful. By doing this, I remembered the word better. If I forgot something, I just looked it up and kept writing. This is much better than trying to remember by just reading or listening. Writing helps the information stay in your brain longer. Think about it like this. When you write something down, you use your hands, eyes, and brain. This makes it easier to remember. It is like when you write a shopping list. You remember what you need to buy better than if you just think about it. Now, let's talk about vocabulary. Every time I write, I try to express my thoughts with complex sentences, like in my native language. This makes me look for new words I didn't know before. Writing helps me learn new words and also remember them better. For example, one day I wanted to describe a situation in English, but I didn't know the exact word. I looked it up and wrote it many times in different sentences. Now, that word is part of my vocabulary. Let's say you want to describe your day. You might write, today I woke up early, I had breakfast, I went to work. But what if you want to make it more interesting? You might look up new words like delicious for your breakfast or exciting for your work. Then you write, today I woke up early. I had a delicious breakfast. I went to my exciting job. By doing this, you learn new words and use them in sentences. This helps you remember them better. Writing is a great way to build your vocabulary. Let's move on to spelling. English is not easy to learn because many words are not spelled the way they sound. By practicing spelling through writing, I improved a lot. At first, I made many mistakes, but over time and using spell checkers, I got better. Writing and checking my texts helped me avoid common mistakes. For example, words like necessary or beautiful were hard for me to spell correctly at first. But by writing them many times, I learned how to spell them. When you write, you can use tools like dictionaries or spell checkers to help you. These tools show you the correct spelling, and you can learn from your mistakes. For example, if you write necessary and the spell checker corrects it to necessary, you learn the correct spelling. Another tip is to write the word several times. This helps your brain remember the correct spelling. For example, write necessary 5 times. Necessary, 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 necessary. This simple exercise can help a lot. Now let's talk about communication skills. Have you ever been stuck not knowing what to say in an English conversation? This happened to me a lot. Practicing what I wanted to say in writing before a conversation helped me feel more confident and prepared. For example, if I knew I was going to talk about my weekend, I would write down what I wanted to say. This weekend, I went to the park. I saw my friends. We played soccer. We had fun. By writing it down, I practiced my sentences and felt more confident when I spoke. Now, when I speak English, I feel more comfortable because I have already practiced what I want to say. Writing helps you organize your thoughts and practice your sentences. It is like a rehearsal for your conversation. Another benefit is that writing helps you think in English. When you write, you think about the words and sentences in English. This helps you get used to the language and improves your fluency. For example, if you write a letter to a friend, you think in English while writing, "Dear friend, how are you? I am fine. Yesterday, I went to the beach. It was fun." This practice helps you think faster in English. Finally, let's talk about cognitive skills. Writing not only improves your English, but also stimulates your brain. By planning and organizing my writings, I noticed improvements in my memory, concentration, and critical thinking. Writing is like exercise for your mind. It makes you more agile and helps you think better in English. For example, when you write a story, you have to think about the plot, the characters, and the details. This helps you develop your creativity and problem-solving skills. Let's say you write a short story about a trip. You have to think about where you go, what you see, who you meet, and what happens. This exercise helps you organize your thoughts and improve your concentration. Writing also helps you focus. When you write, you concentrate on your task and avoid distractions. This improves your attention span and helps you stay focused on your goals. For example, if you write a diary, you focus on your thoughts and feelings. Today, I felt happy because I saw my friends. We talked and laughed. It was a good day. This practice helps you stay present and mindful. Now, I want to ask you, do you forget vocabulary? If it has happened to you that you learn vocabulary and forget it soon, then you must watch this video about 5 tips to remember vocabulary and never forget it. Click here to watch it.